Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we are reacting in front of a shitty green screen to Jesse's latest series and news thing, the TV Meta 5-Minute Gaming News. So I saw this, and instantly I'm like, dude, I gotta react to this. First up, it's a perfect thing to react to because he's reacting to something about reacting. So I was like, I'm all on board. Did I say that right? Probably not. And then, I've wanted to give my opinion on this anyway, because, I've been on YouTube for 13 years now. I've been on Twitch for almost 10. So, I'm that old veteran of the thing. Like I say, I'm like the Kyle Korver of the Twitch, right? Some people know Kyle Korver. If they don't, they know he comes in, hits a three-pointer, past my prime. But, I do what I do. So, anyway, let's begin.
News, the show I made just now, so I wouldn't only tweet hot takes, but in fact commit them to video form
stop tweeting hot
for
takes.
content's
That's true.
sake. And so here we are.
We all
in the
do.
news today, in a faraway place called Twitch, big-time streamers Pokimane and Disguised Toast were banned for a little bit because of something called the TV meta. And if you're wondering what the TV meta is, it's literally just watching TV on your stream.
Yes.
That's the TV meta. And I know right now some of you are thinking, Jesse, that sounds like copyright infringement.
It is.
Well, that's because it is. But, don't get me wrong. I actually really like and enjoy watching people who I respect and find passion in watching. I like watching them react to things that I like. And their positive reactions,
I don't know if he does. Hold on. I don't know if he does. This man always talks about how he doesn't watch a lot of YouTube or Twitch. But he just said that. So a bit skeptical there. Bit skeptical. I do know he likes a couple, people react to, movies and stuff like that. So maybe that's what he's talking about, reviews or something. But this guy, I don't know. I don't know.
Showing your parents or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever something you enjoy and then them enjoying it too. It's why I watch reaction content on YouTube. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah,
I bet some of you do as well. In fact, when Pokimane returned from the ban with
put him on the over-under. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So, reactionary content. All right, first up. This has been a thing for so long. Just going back to YouTube, years and years ago on YouTube, it would just be, right, what was that one show? They did, kids react, teens react, old people react, dogs react, my iPhone reacts. They did everything imaginable. If it reacted and it could react, they would put it in front of a camera and be like, "What's your opinion on watching 90s cartoons?" They'd be like, "Oh wow," right? Anything if they can just make money off of it. So that's the big thing, right? But a lot of people like that reactionary content because it's interesting to see how people other than yourself react to certain things. I think that's the biggest thing with it. So I think that's one of the reasons people watch streams, videos, listen to radio, listen to whatever, is you want to hear other people's reactions to something, right? Like when, let's say a new Nick Cage thing comes out, right? We get a lot of tweets from people being like, "Hey, you guys, look, new Nick Cage thing," right? They want to see our reaction to that thing because they know how we feel about it. And so I feel like that's what a lot of reactionary content is based off of, is you want to see how someone else reacts to another thing that you like or maybe don't like whatever. I feel like that's where a lot of it stems from. So, it's like seeing kids react to 90s cartoons or being like, "Well, VHS, what's a VHS tape?" And you're like, "Kids don't know a VHS tape," but right? It's like you want to see that. Some people want to see it. I don't really care, but to each their own.
I'm back stream. One of the things she brought up was that, they're basically just doing reaction content. To which I say, no, you were watching TV. The difference.
Well, yes and no. I would say it is reaction content, but it also is just watching TV to an extent. So, when I click on a lot of these streams, right, of people watching shows or reacting to shows, they are reacting, but it's probably the most minimalistic reactions you can get. It's not like when you watch a YouTube video and they're just constantly like, "Oh my God," which is over the top and whatever. Or a lot of times, even when a lot of streamers used to watch YouTube videos, they would be like, "Oh my God," blah, blah. A lot of these shows, it's like they're just watching the show. So they're just like, What? Oh my God. They picked Bob? What? No way. Chat, can you believe that? Wow. Like, it's just like that. And I'm like, I just don't care. I'd rather watch the show on my own time and be able to, like, pause, rewind, do whatever I want, do other things. I think one of the biggest reasons people watch reactionary TV show streams, is they like having chat there. That's probably my biggest theory about it, is people like having chat there. I feel like if chat didn't exist and they were just watching a streamer watch it, it wouldn't be as popular. In fact, when I looked at Twitter and I saw a lot of tweets coming in from people, it would be people being like, I love watching it with chat. And I was like, hold on. Is this like chat watches something? Like, no, this is a streamer watching it. And so I feel like one of the big reasons is chat. And I get it because I'll watch like, when I watch sports, sometimes I'll pull open like a Reddit thread of like people watching the game and I like seeing their reactions. Like, can you believe he just made that shot or that pass? Or like, what's he doing? And then sometimes like Thursday Night Football on Twitch will happen and like I'll watch with that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But like it is fun watching things with chat. And so that got me thinking to like, I think that's what this is. Like I think a lot of it's just wanting to watch stuff with chat. And I mean the streamer's obviously a part of it, but I think they're a lot smaller percentage of a part of it than people think they are. That's my theory, at least, right? A game theory. Let's continue.
And go look up any reaction content on YouTube. People have videos inverted, shrunken down, flipped, cut up, edited around. They're constantly pausing and talking over the clip. And I know those things are annoying, but that's how YouTubers play the TV.
Well, that almost feels more like an analysis in a way. You know what I mean? Like, this is more like they're pausing. They're being like, what are we watching here? We're breaking this down. Like, they're literally analyzing it in a form of a reaction. I feel like there's different forms of reacting. People are using like generic reaction as a term, but like there is different forms of reactions, right? And I feel like YouTube's obviously more of that because it also favors more of an edited, broken down approach style. So I mean,
Be meta because back in 2012, 2013, when YouTube was going through kind of the similar growing pains Twitch is right now, big media companies saw the dollar signs and came for copyright offenders. Because during that time, people were making like $1 million a month. And if you're making $1 million a month and you're just like talking over video footage of something else, companies are going to notice that and they're going to be like, some of that should be coming our way. It was during this time that the MCNs, the big multi-channel networks like Maker Studios that I was at, started to fall apart. Maker Studios, in fact, got sued for a ton of money because one of their creators was using music in the background of her makeup tutorials. And I think it was like $80 million or something insane like that.
They want their money.
For the longest time, Let's Plays could potentially be flagged.
That's
just
true.
Because a dev wanted to. Obviously now, game publishers...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing with like YouTube and a lot of that is like you couldn't even upload video game footage back in the day. That's why I had to join Machinima when I first started doing YouTube because they had the licenses to all the video games. And so if I wanted to upload a video game thing to YouTube, they'd be like, get this shit out of here. All right, this is copyright infringement. I'd be like, whoa, all right. You had to make like vlogs or, you know, that was it, vlogs or like cat videos. Honestly, I'd like to go back to those times. Those were simpler times. But he's right. And I mean, the only reason it is the way it is now is because video game companies realized there's a lot of free promotion, right? Like people are going to see this and that's going to make them want to play the game. So like, should we ban this dude's video showing off how to play Vigar in League of Legends, or are we going to leave it up and then people go to see this guy playing Vigar in League of Legends be like, yo, I want to play Vigar in League of Legends, or like, wow, this looks pretty fun, and then they go play the game. It's free promotion, right? So they realize that, and it makes other people want to go play the game. But I feel like with TV shows and stuff, most of the time you watch the TV show and then you're like, all right, I don't care anymore. So it's a bit different. So I feel like they're more strict with it if I had to say so.
and developers understand the good free PR and goodwill of letting us play their games.
Right.
But all this is to say, for many of us here on YouTube or on Twitch, our jobs are literally skirting the line between fair use and copyright every single day. Only by the good grace of many developers or many, different organizations or companies, whatever, are we allowed to do what we do. We are creating content on a platform, and we have to follow that platform's rules, even if we disagree.
That
Trust
is correct.
Me, there
yes.
are plenty of things on YouTube I hate, yet here I am making a video on YouTube because YouTube is the only major platform for video creation where I know I can get views.
That
Unless
is
someone
true,
wants
yep.
to come along and make a better platform, this is what we got. So we got to follow the rules. And Twitch, I think, is that space where they're just kind of realizing they might have to set up new rules because people keep trying to push the boundaries. And unfortunately,
Also, Twitch sucks at following their own rules. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there. So, like, so many people I've watched or seen or whatever, they're like, oh, this person, like, there's the hot tub meta, right? We'll explain the hot tub meta. Some people were just, like, getting banned for being in the hot tub. Some people were allowed to be in the hot tub. Some people were banned for, like, dancing. Other people were allowed to dance. Some people, like, there's just so many rules that Twitch was like, don't do this thing. But some people can do it, especially if they're bigger, and other people can't do it because, I don't know, we said so. Like, that's what it felt like. And it almost feels like that again, where it's like, you better not watch this copyright stuff, we'll give you strikes. But if you're a big contracted Twitch streamer, we're gonna have to redo these rules, guys. Like, we'll give you a 2-day vacation, and then think about what you did. And we'll get back to you on whether or not you're allowed to do it again. I'll tell you right now, if the big companies come to Twitch and they're like, what the shit are you doing? You're watching our stuff? Right? We're going to sue you. Then they'll be like, all right, no more of this. No more. Like, that's what it's all boiling down to is like, when are the big companies going to come at Twitch and try to get money from this and realize what's going on? I think that's what it boils down to.
that's going to come back and bite us on the ass. Is what's going to happen. And what's messed up is that it never seems like the big streamers or YouTubers ever truly care. When this guy's toast got banned, he tweeted, they really couldn't have waited 20 more minutes, huh? And his audience ate it up.
I mean,
that
is pretty funny.
I'm too cool to care attitude always works. When Pokimane came back from her ban, she had thousands more people watching. I'm starting to think it's not a TV meta, but a like push the limits, get banned, come back bigger meta. Because trust me, big time YouTubers and streamers have been doing that for a while. And if
that is true. Remember prankster YouTubers? Just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Yo, welcome. 8 billion views. What if I like set my neighbor's trash can on fire? Whoa, he's getting mad. It's just a prank, dude. Like, it gives me flashbacks to like that of people pushing the boundaries for views and entertainment. And it's like, I don't like this. I'm not a fan of it. Now, they're not doing anything that crazy. That's obviously extreme. I think this is a better meta than the prankster YouTuber meta. But, I mean, it's right. I mean, if a lot of the bigger Twitch streamers got banned on YouTube, or banned on Twitch, they'd be fine. I mean, they have brand deals, they have merchandise, they have a lot of money saved up. I would guarantee they'd be fine. I mean, if they really wanted to and had like a financial advisor, which they probably do anyway, they could probably just retire now. Like, completely honest, they could probably retire. I would bet money on it. Like, personally, I would bet money on it. I'm not going to, but I would if I was a betting man. I only like just doing dumb RNG in video games. I don't like actually RNGing real life money. What am I talking about? I don't know. Keep going.
If anything, this whole incident just tells me one of two things. One, either they're just very young and they have a ton of money and they haven't really had to deal with like a lot of consequences and they're just doing it because they're bored and not really thinking. And it happens. I understand that. I hope lessons are learned. But more likely, it seems that it's number two, where they know what they're doing and they just don't care because they don't deal with consequences because they've got so much money. If they get booted, like, whatever. I worry that that's the case.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope it's not. I hope lessons are learned and I hope that they care. But
plus, it shows that, like, when you come back from a break, you actually do get a boost in viewership and, like, resubs and subs and everything like that. So, I mean, They know what they're doing. Honestly, I would also, again, I think most of the big YouTubers and streamers up there, like, they have strategists and, like, tactical people thinking about how they can go about doing things. Like, they probably have people they discuss this with, whether it's, like, their managers or their agencies or whatever, and then, like, it would not surprise me in the least if that was the case.
When you are super successful on platforms like this and you're very young, you really don't think about other people all that much. And a platform like this is something where other people besides yourself are earning a living. And they're not going to earn the millions you have. They're doing like enough to pay for rent every month. And if at a certain point in time, Twitch cracks down, those are the people that are going to suffer. Not the Pokemanes, not the Jesse Coxes. Those are the people that are going to suffer. And what sucks is that I don't think they are thinking about that.
Well, I'm kind of confused there because he says they're going to suffer, but like, how are they going to suffer? I'm confused. Like, they're not going to be allowed to watch copyright stuff? Like, I don't understand that. Like, they can still play video games. They can still, just chat in front of a webcam and be like, "What's up, gamers?" Like, maybe their advertising revenue would struggle, but even then, I feel like at a smaller level, advertisements don't really matter. Usually, advertisements benefit like Twitch as the company, and they benefit bigger streamers who run ads because they make more money from higher viewership and more people seeing the ads and higher CPMs. So I don't understand how that would impact them. Maybe I'm just missing something. If I'm missing something, comment down below because I would like to know. Because I'm genuinely curious. But like, I don't think it would hurt that bad. I guess maybe they would lose revenue. Well, actually, I guess maybe they'd lose revenue from the advertisements, so they wouldn't have as much money to put back into Twitch in terms of discoverability and tools like that. But even then, I don't know. I've always been under the impression that like you're actually having it's better to make a YouTube channel than a Twitch channel. I would never want to start a Twitch channel without having a YouTube channel, because I think when you build up an audience on YouTube, you can then take that over to Twitch and people will watch you and you're boosted a bit up. While when you're on Twitch, it's literally just like a billion people down at the like 0 to 5 viewer category, and you're never going to get discovered. And people are like, discoverability, but like, how are you supposed to advertise like a billion people? Like, you just like open the page and it's just like a billion tiny little dots. So, and you gotta be like, click that one, and hope it's you, right? Like, you need other forms of marketing to lead to the Twitch channel. I've always viewed Twitch as more of a secondary thing. Like, streaming like is a secondary thing compared to YouTube, or like maybe people do a podcast and then they like, hey, we're gonna stream it. I've seen a lot of radio shows do that where they're like, we're gonna live stream our radio show now, right? And so with YouTube and that, and or maybe you're like, I mean, it could be anything. You'd be an artist or an author or something, and you start streaming whatever you do, and then you get an audience from that. Like, to me, it's never something that I would want to start as a 0 viewer person with nothing else. Does that make sense? That's just from my like marketing perspective. It also kind of doesn't really relate to what I was just talking to. I guess it does a little bit, but I'm just trying to figure out how it impacts people. Like the copyright, I guess the copyright laws could change things. Maybe you have to like get approved to play games or watch certain things on Twitch, or I don't know. Honestly, I'm having a hard time figuring it out. So let me know down in the comments section if you do know.
They make choices like this. I think they're just doing it because it's a good goof, or it's funny, or they were bored and so they just did a thing. And I just want them to take more time in the future and think about what they do. This isn't like I hate Disguised Toast or I hate Pokemon. It's literally to all people who are the face of a platform. Even if you don't want to be. If you're successful, you represent them, and then you represent all of us. And I'm just asking you to think about that moving forward as you continue to stream and be successful. That's it. That's it for this episode. Thanks so much.
All right. I mean, I can understand that. Like, you obviously don't want to be represented as like, hey, guys, I stream on Twitch. And then people are like, oh, is that the place where people just watch MasterChef? It's like, yeah, I guess so. Is that the place where people just go in hot tubs in bathing suits and dance around for bits? Yeah, that's the place. I just play League of Legends and sometimes other games. So, That's what I do. I mean, either way, that's what I'm going to keep doing, you know? I'm not going to play copyright music. I'm not going to watch copyright shows. I'm just going to keep playing video games. That's what I do. And I'm going to, you know, occasionally talk like this. So thanks for watching my reaction to his reaction. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya. Hey, go like, comment, subscribe, watch these other things.